Jose, do you know what episode we're on?
I do not. No.
I don't either. I really don't.
Lost count.
I mean, I haven't been doing this for about a minute and a half, maybe 3. I'm not sure. So, hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Tech Tuesday with I'm Tim. This is Jose. He's customer service rep. He's actually pretty good. So we're going to go through some questions, and we're going to talk to Jose about a few things today too. And I think it'll be all right. But let's get into it. So Jose, in your role in customer service, when you're talking to people and doing things, selling systems, trying to help them with some basic things, what's some of the number one questions you get in when it comes to like the tech side of things? Like somebody's doing an install and they have a problem, hashtag fill in the blank. Yeah. What would that problem be?
Usually the amount of questions that we get is it's running too lean. There's a dead spot. There's, those are the two main questions that we get. And also, on the startup wizard, how do you run through the startup wizard and what do you need to put in there most of the time? It's basic, simple questions.
Oh, too easy. So running too lean, running too rich. We put a fuel table offset in the handheld and all of our systems so you can go in there and actually just bump it down. It works a different way than you think it does. It actually messes with like a linear coefficient value based off of like cubic inches of displacement and what the fuel is doing. So that messing with that value changes what the VE numbers mean in the main fuel table. So it's like a neat multiplier type deal. Real mathy stuff.
Very.
So if you got somebody calls in, hey, it's running fat, what do? You can just have them bump it down. All right. Bryant Steelwell. I think I talked to that guy a couple times. Maybe Bradley talks to him. Let's see. Thanks for the response, Bradley. Pretty much always shut off learn when I do drivability, loading, tuning on my dyno. I don't blame you. And build the VE table so that there's very little correction needed, essentially shortcutting the learn. That's a good method if y'all's listening, if y'all's tracking along. The reason I ask about RPM requirement is for at the track tuning. There's sometimes dramatic fueling differences required between open exhaust and full mufflers. That's accurate. When you rely on learn or dyno tuning with a full exhaust, it's going to make less power and require less fuel. It's nice to be able to leave the activate book. It's nice to be able to leave the wide bands on and data log passed down the track without going crazy over fueling, crank idle, and staging and such. Yeah, the gist of it is are we going to do any FlexFuel capabilities and how are we going to handle the strategy for, what RPMs the learning takes off and this, that, and the other. That's a lot of it. I usually use an open loop tune on a lot of stuff as well. I like to leave the O2 sensors just as a verification check while I'm cruising, so that way I can eyeball like, hey, is it a lean spot, is it a rich spot, etc. And plans on FlexFuel capabilities, that's something we're engineering up. We did some heavy research into that. We're still looking into it, but we had to change gears on the transmission control module project because we really wanted that out. It was more valuable to our customers and to the market to be able to make the trans controller work. And we already had all the components. We just had to put them all together, essentially. But yeah, FlexFuel, I'm sure you guys will see me on the YouTube somewhere out there messing with FlexFuel stuff when it starts coming into focus for us here. But I'm really hoping to see that in this year. It's not really up to me. I just test a bunch of stuff the best I can and try to push things. So it says show less right here. I say less. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. All right, so this is by NSM Turbo 5902, and it says, congratulations on the marriage, Ben.
Yes, Ben is officially married. That's weird. I didn't even know he had a girlfriend.
Wow.
So I thought work was his life. So in our previous Tech Tuesday video, speaking of which, there was a question about the speed sensors on the transfer case for a jackpot setup. We did kind of miss the target on that, but those guys never really fooled with the transfer case on a 4L60 and a jackpot yet. I have. You got to find the VSS signal itself. It's usually on the output side of the transfer case. It's not going to run in the low range. We don't have an input for that yet, but it's something that we're looking into because it's a whole different gear ratio, a whole different speed, and it'll make the transmission do all kinds of weird, funny shifting stuff. So for now, hopefully you got a manual style transfer case, but you're looking for the actual vehicle speed sensor on the output side of the transfer case. That was something I don't know. It wasn't bad information. They did give information, but it was kind of like right out the book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just going to show, like, even though we didn't have the answer, they did what they could to dig into it and figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we do that every day. I mean, even if it's stuff that we've never experienced, heard of, never even had that problem before ever. It's like, yeah, we have the ability to look into things, and it's not unheard of us. If we come in, right, and there's somebody that's like, hey, I've got this combination, it's doing this weird thing, I don't know what's going on. Depending on the combination, that's, we might have that here or available to us to actually mess with, because we have a few vehicles here using multi-port TBI and or jackpot TBI. Ooh, what's that? Don't tell nobody. All right, here's a good one from the past. Jed Warts 100 Able about a week ago. I have a 97 Chevy 4.3 V6 Vortec motor. Got the old spider injection on it. Doing a turbo blow-through. That's awesome. My question is, major competitor has an adapter to use for an 87 to 95 GM distributor. I don't know the strategy on that one. But if you have the part number for that, put it in the comments. I'd like to see it anyways. Can Aces wire an 87 to 95 distributor? That is a factory crab-style Vortec distributor on that. So if I remember, I think it's a 7-wire. That is a doable thing, but there needs to be like a 5-volt reference wire in there somewhere. I haven't had the chance to actually go get one of the 7 wires and play with the thing. I'd like to, because it does work with most other factory or aftermarket EFI setups. It's just a bit tricky because it's just a Hall effect. It's nothing crazy. But also, I've been pushing pretty hard for a 4.3 V6 distributor, a magnetic setup, the V6 Blackjack variant here lately. I've got some traction on it. I hope it's a new product here soon. That'll be super cool because we get a lot of folks in doing a 4.3, or they're wanting to build like a Cyclone or a Typhoon build on an old Blazer, which is always acceptable. And that's what they want to do, is do a blow-through turbo setup and use a full timing control. So that's why we are looking into it now, because that's way more interesting. We ought to revisit some of the old questions, like some of the old ones from way back in the day on this Aces stuff.
Definitely. Like the super old ones, like years ago.
Yeah, check this out, the Aces install with Pete Apple. Remember that guy?
I don't know that. I don't think I've met that guy.
You don't know that guy?
I haven't met him.
Dude, he's famous now.
I know he works at RTR, right?
Comments are turned off.
Ooh, wonder who did that.
Look at this one. God. So that was way back. We was doing that with like an iPhone, I think.
Really?
Look at me. Look like I just got. I'm painting a bathroom in one of my spare houses. David Turner 6397. Definitely more tuning videos. I like that. That's a good one.
5 months ago.
Is this CAN bus open for J1939? Do you guys have outputs of the CAN bus, so on and so forth? Map to aftermarket dash, working with Dakota Digital and something like that. Yeah. But no, it's not 1939. It's a proprietary CAN. Man, if we got a tuning video of tuning a vehicle in real life, that'll be very useful from Energetic TV 9340. Yeah, I've done a few on my personal one, but we got a dyno, so I'll probably be going through one of the vehicles here, just scrolling through the whole thing, doing exactly that from start to finish. So you'll probably see me do a quickie install on a thing, stick it on the dyno, roll it, dial it in.
Oh, yeah.
Share the screen, do the whole gig. It'll be worth it. It'll be fun. It'll be like an hour-long video, but I think it'll be all right.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
It'll really get all the keyboard warriors woke up. They'll be like, that's not how you tune, even though he's never tuned a thing. Do you want to wrap up the video? You want to do the jingle thing that Ben does? You want to do it in Ben's voice? Give me your best Ben.
He's different now. He's married.
Oh, he is married, though.
So, don't know if I can bring out the old Ben.
Hey guys, this has been here. No, just playing. He'll kill me. So thanks for tuning in to another Aces Tech Tuesday. We do try to answer all your questions, even the bad ones, even the good ones, even the mediocre ones. We try our best. If you like the content, feel free to like, subscribe, share, all that normal jargon. But also, if you got questions about our products, you can reach out to us, customer service at aceszefi.com. Visit our website at aceszefi.com and check it out. We actually got a fresh website up. I'm pretty happy about that. It should make a lot more sense and be easier to navigate, and it's faster. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us today. So we'll see you next time.